Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Kone, seen as a player who can do little wrong at the moment. Much undoubtedly expected of him.
Well, Peter, he's been all action in recent weeks, ensuring his team keeps its balance at all times. And on form, definitely one of the best central midfielders you'll see about.
Gabbia is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. There's a sharp little ball here. It's a searching pass. That'll be a corner. Milan with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Modric, in towards the back stick. Cleared away. And it's Ricci. Oh, important interception. He'll try from distance. And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Corner number 2 then. Otto tries to clear. That's a cute ball. Well read. And the danger is... goes for a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things.
And the keeper's given it away. So much time and space here. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Atalanta faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. This to make it 1-0. Sure. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Foot in. Can he get it through? Well, that's well seen too. No way through. A probing pass. Akanji. Now Otto. Serginho does well to get it back. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cafu stood up well to him there.
Atalanta really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Ricci. Serginho. He is through here. Cross to the back post. Kostic. Kone. Now it's Martinez. Gabbia attempts a clearance. And they're back on the ball again. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And he cuts out the supply. Ricci spots it and intercepts. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Modric going forward. It's come to nothing. And that's gone loose. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Decent chance! And There's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
He's got away. Kostic. Totti. Looking for a runner. Kone. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. It's a good run he's making out on the left. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kone. And it's Otto. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez. And it's Totti. Kone. Picked out brilliantly. He's being urged to shoot. A real chance! And that is wildly off target. Martinez. Zielinski looking understandably energised after his goal. Kostic. Modric. Jimenez. Spread out to the left. That's been cut out, well played. And he's found a way past. Zielinski. Zielinski! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are disappearing out of sight. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. And the whistle goes for half-time. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Away we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
He's played it long. He's not got that quite right. Zielinski. Played out towards the right wing. Space for him to turn and look. Salmakers crosses it in. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? Out towards the flank. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. That's a sharp pass. Totti. Kostic. Totti.
This is the time you need that pace.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And Bastoni.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Great ball, shapes to shoot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Modric with the short one. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He's going for goal! And that is great goalkeeping.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Milan get their fourth corner, and it's been taken short. Modric delivers the ball. Totti clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Sailamakers. Bastoni. More and more pressure on the ball here. Kostic. Emuso. And it's Modric. Salamakers providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's a fine interception. Kostic. And it's Totti. Cafu. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was...
Chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Milan certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Jimenez. Kostic. Totti. And he's quick to return it. Mignon claims comfortable.
Atalanta truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Nicely shaped ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Bastoni closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's destined for the flank. Kostic. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that's a good finish. A landmark moment for a player of grand significance. His 50th goal. Martinez duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's taking no chances there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Zielinski. No luck with that dink over the top. Kone.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. Modric. That's good running with the ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every...
That's rather hopeful. Big relief, it just needed better contact. Atalanta are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Quality ball. Cafu knocks it out wide. Bastoni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. But he's had a shot! Fantastic from Martinez! A finish right from the top draw. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
And now he has 2.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 26, numero 9, numero 14. Modric.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Atalanta give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to...
Shoots! Goal! Atalanta! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The Netherlands are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Messi looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bellingham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Bellingham. Kimmich. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Nedved. And here's Ronaldinho. He's in a great position here. Kaká! It's hit the upright. Howson is fouled. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That has been slung wide. He's picked his way through. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's been... And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Opts to... There's the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
The Netherlands are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point.
Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Cross to the back post. And that should get the job done. Messi. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's played through for him. And he's got away from it. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
15 minutes till half-time. Fermin. Yamal. Pirlo. The arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. And Hullet! Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Big chance! Netherlands! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! How very smart. He just got it right.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
The Netherlands leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tries from a long way out. And he's being shifted off it. No way through. Vermeer. Nedved. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Rodri concedes a free kick for that. No way through, so back it comes. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ronaldinho. Deep into stoppage time. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second period is underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Bellingham. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Bellingham. And the finish!
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Lopez. Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vermeer actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. There will be a throw-in. Kajiolu scooting forward. Played into space. Floated through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kimmich. And it's Marquinhos. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Takes aim and crosses. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Atalanta really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now he's running away. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
The Netherlands visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And the shot! And it's in! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Nedved. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Bellingham. Ronaldinho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ronaldinho knocks it into space. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
The Netherlands clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, what has happened here? Chance, surely! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
So, third corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good steal. He just read it. He is through here. That's going wide left. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. De Bruyne. That's an imaginative pass. And he was quick to react. And this is Mohamed's shot at goal!
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Yamal running with the ball. Kökçü short changes him with that pass. Can he get on the end of this? He's found some space. It's not a play, and it is a goal kick. Vinicius Junior. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great chance! And that is that. Atalanta can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Atalanta desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So much talk about full-backs these days, whether they're wingers and offensive or good defenders. Zambrotta seems to tick all the boxes.
Well, I just like to refer to him as the complete package. He developed into a very tough-to-beat defender and retained all his attacking instincts, and that marriage has made him outstanding.
Nuno Mendes. That has ended up in no man's land. Nuno Mendes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nuno Mendes. And it's Vitinha. Now Pirlo. Zambrotta. Gerrard. Pirlo. And he's forced to go back. Pepe. Zambrotta. Now it's Darwin. Drogba. Oh, well played. Deftly away. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Girassi. Shot, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Girassi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Atalanta with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Searching pass he's played there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nice interception, well timed. Spread it left. Girassi. Oh, played through for the wide man. And he can clear it away. And it's Pirlo. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Neymar. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's neat. Ronaldo proves just a little bit too strong. It's Gerrard! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Neymar. Looking to play him. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that's well spotted. Gerrard. Drogba. That's a good ball. Oh, it's come loose. Linton. Now, can they get him away? Now, that looks a decent ball. Well, nicely intercepted. Gerrard. Here's Vitinha. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a good foray he's making. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. All the way back. Buffon, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts. And reclaimed it in a trice. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar. A probing pass. And it's made its way to him. Yamal.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nunez. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So the action resumes.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Vermeer. And it's Bellingham. Drogba.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Marquinhos. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Nunez. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely spread.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Yamal. Great ball, and he's in here. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Linton. That's a shade optimistic. And he's there to clear it. Nice looking ball. And he's intervened well there. Akanji. And they are prompt with their pressing. Now it's Bellingham. Linton. Oh, good take in a good area. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Played out wide. Now it's Yamal. Yamal ploughing. Yamal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Linton. Pirlo running with the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. He has found the way through. Bellingham. That has not gone well. Buffon clears. Gerrard. Zambrotta. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Driven in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Per l'Atalanta, numero 6. Viene sostituito con il numero 9.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Liverpool with another corner. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Liverpool have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Atalanta have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Takes a shot!
Liverpool really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And the keeper's got it again. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's in on goal! And a shot! And he couldn't finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Tries to pass it through, and he was quick to react. Great vision. Well, that pass isn't the best. Akanji.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Pirlo tries to clear.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 8. Lascia il campo per il numero 13. Totti.
And here's Joe Linton. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he cuts out the supply. There will be a throw-in. Mikel Oyarzabal is always scanning the pitch for targets. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers, but he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he...
And he shoots! Goal! France! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Belgium are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Wiggles his way through. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Played into the box. And a neat finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Après 8 minutes de jeu par le numéro 7.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Tries to pass it through. It's Ibrahimovic! That's another chance! Goal! France! And they're back in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
France with the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Schlotterbeck. And it's Bale. Maldini gets a foot in here. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he's managed to get rid. Ah, he's given it away. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's the header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Oh, there's a probing ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. No way through. Vinicius Junior herring off. Chance for a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Xavi Alonso, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Out for a throw. Gives it back. Timber. Oh, nice touch. Belgium have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
Yaya Toure. He is just caressing the ball. And he can thump it away. Dembele. Oh, good spread. Tries to play it through. Bruno Fernandes. Delivered low. Schlotterbeck deals with that comfortably.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bale. Gets a good foot in there.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bruno Fernandes. Lobbed in behind. Hazard made a good run there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And that is a little undercooked. He's picked his way through. Dembele! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Hakimi. In with the challenge. Oh, that's fabulous. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Timber. Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Oh,
additionnel.
that is asking for trouble. He is through here. And the shot! He won't be happy with that one. Dembele receives it in a wide position. And the referee says that is that for the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So the action resumes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he can clear it away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior. And here's Hullet. Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
He's got away. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Belgium with the corner, they're first. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Bale plays it short. Xabi Alonso delivers. France are looking to go forward now. There's the shot! And that's a good finish. And this is getting better and better. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Pass somewhat off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bruno Fernandes, a player who needs no introduction. Knocks it into space, and he is deftly away. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Belgium present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The chance to pull further clear. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 13.
So we have movement on both benches.
Hazard. Le
France
numéro 18.
palpably stronger.
numéro
It's
12.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that could be pivotal! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Chance, surely! And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Yaya Toure. It's a threatening ball. Thinks about the shot. Shapes to shoot! And the ball is out of play.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
France
Messi.
have opted to make
Le
another
numéro
change
21.
here.
Yaya Touré. À leur place, le numéro 19.
So, Jim, is that the manager
numéro 6.
telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Oh, good climb! Oh, it rattles the bar! Oh, almost a sixth!
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Pull it, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schlotterbeck. And it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. He's on it. Can he get away? Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Yaya Toure. And it's lofted through here. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Timber. Raul. Oh, what a mistake! There will be a throw-in. Yamal. Chance! Good catch by the keeper, though pretty much straight at him. Rui Costa. He's having a shot! And it's there! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Bellingham, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Olise! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Totti was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he finish? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Now it's Olise. Totti could be danger here, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now the breakaway. Gerrard, and he's found a way past. Oh, that was vital. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Cristiano Ronaldo. Schlotterbeck. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Totti. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he get it through? Chance! And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Passes short and sharp, and he was alert to it. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Yamal, now it's Vinicius Junior. He is just caressing the ball. Backward it goes. Totti. Xavi Alonso. For Olise. Olise makes a move down the right. Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Gerrard. Olise. And it's Totti. Totti cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Totti stood his ground strongly. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He's found a way through. Rijkaard.
Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And this is Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Yamal. And here's Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Great chance! And they've got rid. Olise does well not to be outdone there. Well, played right into his path. And this is Ronaldo. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Indonesia just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we get things going again. Indonesia leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance here to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Messi. Played out wide, and he's quick to return it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is... tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's there to clear it. O'Shea. Raul. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread to the right. Now it's Messi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Just eases him off the ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Alonso. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for a runner. Chips it through. Great ball, and he's in here. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance. Shot, surely! No, just not quite.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. El dorsal 10, Messi. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 19. El dorsal 13, Totti.
Cantona is there, and he can get that clear.
El dorsal 20.
Madrid are looking to go forward now.
El dorsal 18, el dorsal 9, Juli. El dorsal 16.
It's gone for a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good alertness. Nakata. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Good running, strong. It's Alonso! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he won't reach that. Yamal. Rijkaard. Yamal. Xavi Alonso. And that's gone loose.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He has found the way through. Yep, it's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Totti. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Julie. Now it's Owen. Now there's a fine ball. And it's made its way to him. Schlotterbeck getting this one clear. Now it's Vinicius Junior. No, he refuses to take the bait. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
This is a promising build-up.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Very much into the last knockings. Timber, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Cantona gets on his bike and on the move. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll... Alonso! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Greece against Indonesia.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Driving on and making good progress. Schlotterbeck. Albert Ferrer proves too strong. Now it's Gerrard. Can he get it through? This looks promising. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's a sharp pass. Yamal. Now he's off and running. And that has left him in a heap. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Is there any support? He might not need it. Van Bouten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Totti. Girassi. Now, can they get him away? Duke was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal. And here's Totti. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
But they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Yamal. Ronaldinho. That looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here. Gerrard delivers. And it's claimed by the keeper. Totti. Rijkaard. Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. Now it's Totti. Oh, good ball. And a chance! And he's done it! And there is your opener.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
For Indonesia, after 27 minutes, is number 5, Bellingham.
Divisi are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Oh, can he get onto this? Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Spread to the right. Duke is onto this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is a promising build-up. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. Greece have their second corner now. Timber attempts a clearance. Totti. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gerrard picks it up out wide. Indonesia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it into space. And here's Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No way through there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Chips it through. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Indonesia go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Around the stadium is strictly
I think
forbidden.
on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Indonesia just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. Away we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
The ball has bounced. Oh, he's been caught napping. Timber tries to clear. He's on it. Girassi! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Timber looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Gerrard. And Jamal. And this is Totti. Real chance!
Indonesia have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's Bellingham. Greece do have a chance to counter here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution for Greece.
Gerrard is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Number 16, Rodri.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Daniel Van Buiten. Coming on the field.
He's had it
number
taken off
8,
him.
Danny Olmo. Number 30, Sheshko. Number
Gerrard
14,
has it in a wide position.
Tchouameni.
He's rising!
Number 51.
Oh,
William
fine
Pacho.
stop from the keeper.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Bellingham. Danny Olmo. Now that's well seen too. Has a look and place it forward. And here's Gerrard. He is through here. Just eases him off the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is a brilliant interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Jude. And it's Bellingham. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Great vision, and he cuts out the supply. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Totti, Yamal, and the shot's on here. Now he's running away. Bellingham! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that.
He'll try from distance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Cross to the back post. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And the pass is intercepted. And they've got a throw. Now it's Bellingham. Spread out to the left. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Jude. Can he get on the end of this? Danny Olmo tries a cross. Takes a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Duff clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Added minute has been indicated.
Time added on, 4 minutes. Played out to the left flank. Diouf. Totti. Yamal. Totti. Now it's Yamal. Gerrard might just make this. And the referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
And we'd like to inform you now that
Taking in the
latest travel
accolades, having been
information is
named man of the
currently
match,
being displayed on the
and
screen.
deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Indonesia definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And it's Messi. Messi powering forward here. Messi! What a wonderful goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an
Header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Filippo Inzaghi is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, well measured. That has not gone well. Filippo Inzaghi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pass is short and sharp. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Yamal. Filippo Inzaghi, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Brazil really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Messi. Serginho does well not to be outdone there. Gerrard. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. It's not an especially good pass, that. Dembele. Goes for a shot! Edmilson. Over to the right flank. Nicely weighted ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Serginho. And this is Inzaghi. And chance! It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Looking for options for movement. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Raul. That's a super give and go. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Vitinha. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Raul. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Serginho played with finesse, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Dembele, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho, looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. That's been cut out, well played. Threads one in. Inzaghi receives it in a wide position and claimed it back. It's Gerrard! Oh, it's come off the upright. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Van Basten. That's a nicely weighted pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Atalanta with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And we get things going again. Atalanta leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Serginho. Now it's Van Basten. Now, can they get him away? Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to be all square. Missed it!
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to play him in. Oh, it's come loose. It's a really well-measured ball. He is just caressing the ball. Drives it in. That is a brilliant interception. And the volley. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Atalanta with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Zanetti. Edmilson. This is a promising build-up. And here's Mbappe, and he's found a way past. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Inzaghi. And he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Pass somewhat off target. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Yamal. Chance for a shot! It's in! And that is his first! The first, surely, of many, many to come.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Atalanta are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Good ball, good take. That's a delicate... Gets his head on it! And yes, it's there! watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And this is Dembele. And it's Grimaldo. Oh, important interception. Zanetti. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Atalanta suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Into the last quarter of an hour. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's the keeper's ball.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Played back. Can he get on the end of this? Decent chance! And that's a good finish. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how...
Dembele! Goal! Atalanta! And they're back in front. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Ødegaard. Very much into the last knockings. Haaland.
Atalanta can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Yamal's cross.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital. Park Ji-sung. Knocks it into space. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Ødegaard. And we're done. Atalanta proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Zaire Emery kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi tries to pass it through, and he can thump it away. Can he get it through? De Bruyne. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Knocks it into space. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe!
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Van Nistelrooy. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the...
He's in one-on-one. Decent chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Atalanta are looking to go forward now. Mbappe tries to play it through. Looking for options for movement. Yamal. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Numecha. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Messi is the team's great visionary. And it's Dembele! Goal! Atalanta! And Atalanta go in front. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Atalanta have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Toon really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack.
He's rising! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Silvestre. Well, the ball's gone astray. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Toon clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's Dembele. Vermeer. And it's Grimaldo. Yamal. Here's Chouameni. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Atalanta really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Dumfries, someone who is excelling big time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marquinhos. And it's Messi. Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So they have it all to do again. Well, and the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we are back on the way. Rice really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Some really good ball movement. De Bruyne, and he was quick to react. Fermin, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Lopez. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And the shot! Dembele. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Ah, that's a fine interception. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
The less said about that pass, the better. Ball's out once more. Gabriel. Rice, a player who needs no introduction. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Oh, look at the spec. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's definitely not his best. Ekitike. Fermin. He's got away. Pacho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Lopez. Messi. Yamal. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a great position here. Silvestre promptly onto that, and that is that. And the counter is on. And it's Zaire Emery. That has been cut short. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Shot goal! Goal! Atalanta! And they've got their lead back. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Atalanta leading now. Yamal. Now it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. De Bruyne. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Messi. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Mbappe threads one in. De Bruyne. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
This is the time you need that pace.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Nistelrooy. Silvestre. Rice is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Vitinha. Yamal. Oh, they could break here. And this Dembele. He's through on goal. And a shot! And no mistake. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Atalanta go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gabriel. And it's Neves. Looking tidy in possession here. Chouameni. Here's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's in! Must be! Now, can he find a finish? And it's there! It was an absolute certainty. He just had to. When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Atalanta visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pass somewhat off target. Dembele. Oh, super ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish.